Hello everybody and welcome back to another video. Today we'll be seeing if the Ducks, which was obviously one of the previous meta robots on its release, is still useful. At the time of its release, it was amazing with a Seeker drone due to shortly afterwards the Ravager being released. So Seeker drone has a quantum sensor, so anything within 190 meters, stealth does not affect. So if, let's say, there's a Ravager within 190 meters, that Ravager's stealth ability does not work on us. Energy shields and just the robot in general have 10% extra durability. We have counter suppression, which with a 15-second cooldown in a 350 meter radius, the enemy's damage output gets reduced to 70%. And I do not have the counter blind, unfortunately. My Ducks pilot is not very good. If I'm being honest, I haven't invested in this at all, mainly because by the time I managed to get one, the Ducks had been nerfed. The Ducks itself, in its prime, used to be an amazing robot. Its passive ability is that it has 3 little robots flying around it, Huey, Dewey, and Louie. Active ability is that it receives a Aegis shield. It heals itself and it gets an increase in the damage of its weapons and damage mitigation. So repairs about 12% of its durability, ignoring if there's grey HP. So grey HP is HP that cannot be healed normally. So if the robot is at max HP and... Sorry, not max HP. Let's say the robot's at half HP, but the other 50% HP is grey damage that's been done to the robot. The robot will not repair anymore. You also get a Aegis shield. My Ducks is quite leveled, Mark II level 5, so kind of stretching the budget build here as well with the ultimate weapons. This is the build I was running back in its prime. So 2 ultimate Scourges and 1 ultimate Shredder. We've got the damage dealer pathway, so durability and damage here. Nuclear reactor for 3% additional damage. I have a phase shift just for that survivability. We have the damage dealer pathway, so 2%. 2% per permanent effect, up to a total of 6% extra damage. Nuclear amp, so as we do damage, this stacks up to a total of 95 stacks. We also have an overdrive unit, so when we get low, we do additional damage as well. Let's see. I think that's about it for the robot itself and this build. So let's get straight into battle number 1. Alright, into battle number 1, we pick our Ducks, obviously. And let's see, what have we got on? We have a Lynx, we have a Strix, we have a Curie, and what's that? I think it's a Leech. And we have Rug. Not 100% sure about that one. No, I don't think that is a Leech. No, I believe that is a Titan. Okay, so unfortunately, due to the nerf, we are unable to rush in directly as we used to. I have to play the Ducks a little more safely. Take down Touchy. I am not playing Ducks as safe as I realistically should be. I'm popping out my cover a bit too much. Does good damage though, both with the drones that it has and obviously my very strong ultimate weapons. That card's just going to be a problem. Ooh, I have to get rid of that card. doing a lot of damage here, okay. Charge is gone, that's good. Yeah, this is one of the main problems with the ducks now. It is simply just, there's no durability on it unless you're in your skill where you have the Aegis shield. If you can't have the Aegis shield up, then as a free-to-play and in a budget build, you just aren't going to have a tanky enough robot. Alright, looks like we're playing on the new map here. I'm gonna drop in my ducks again. We have Samjuk, we have a Typhon, Sword Robot, which is nice. Ooh, we also have a Pathfinder with, so those are all Sword Robot weapons, and a Loki. Alright, Skyros. Oh, these guys, I need to grab this beacon. Typhon has that beacon, so I'm gonna sit back and watch. There's another ducks over there. Let's see. He's playing the regular ducks build. Not playing it safe at all, just to see if it measures anywhere near what it used to. Okay. Doing good damage, but that's 90% of that is simply just because I have really strong weapons on this. If I didn't have strong weapons, this build would not last anywhere near as long as it does. Good Samjuk. Yeah, close enough, I can kill the Ravager as well. Kill the Ravager. Kill this Leo if I can. Yeah. That's one of the main problems of new ducks, is that just simply, if you get caught out, then you can't do much unless you have your ability. And even your ability will not protect you very much. It's basically blast cannon build these days. My honest opinion, if you have the money to fully invest in the ducks, to max out its pilot skills, max out the ducks itself, go for it. It'll still be a strong robot. But if you don't have that money to spare, it won't be strong enough to be worth investing in. And if it's not going to be strong enough to be worth investing in as a free-to-play, you shouldn't be investing in it at all. Because it's a waste of your resources as a free-to-play, and you then will struggle for resources to upgrade other robots, which then hinders your account progress as a whole. Alright, moving into game number 3 here, we have the moon map. I can't remember its exact name. Playing with Zavrix here, a friend of mine. He's currently running a Baglior, actually. Let's see, we'll just follow him, because the Baglior can be tanky. His actually is a little tanky. It's not one of the tankiest Bagliors I've seen, though. There's some Ultimate Destria there. I haven't seen an Ultimate Destria in a long time. So yeah. And then we can move to the next area. I'm gonna unload my weapons. And there's a couple of robots around here. Ooh, he's playing a risky game, jumping up there. We get sniped by something like a Crisis. Which, in fact, there is a Crisis there. Crisis is almost dead. That Dux is in its stealth, so we cannot target it. Or rather, he cannot target it. I can. We do have a teammate, Teth. And there is stuff under there. We're gonna have to grab beacons to make sure we can win this. Alright, we do have not center beacon, their home beacon. Right, there is, I can't quite tell what that is. We'll try and do some damage to it. Try and grab this beacon. Samjuk there, Samjuk is dead. And right, Zyrix is behind us. There is something above us. Don't know what that is, but I will try and go take it out. Zyrix getting in my way as usual. Nah. Grab this beacon first. Just to make sure we have our beacons. And then, let's see, what do we got? That's a Mauler's Dark Light there. There's a Mauler on the other side. Hopefully we can avoid that. And, yeah, he's getting closer. See if we can kill this thing first. That is a Loki, and unfortunately we have the Mauler shooting at us. Phase shift, come on, get away, get away, get away. And no, unfortunate, couldn't get away from the Mauler. But we will drop here behind this Loki, just stop him from getting a beacon. And I will do a video on this Ravager build at a later point. See if we can kill the Loki. He's running away. And that's the end of match 3. Alright, so I'm going to say this one last time. In my opinion, if you're not free to play, and if you have the spare money to just throw at robots and upgrade them to Mark III, go for it. The Dux can be a strong robot, provided you have it high level, high pilot levels, if you can get a good drone, good weapons, etc. If you don't have that money and are either a low spender or a full free to play, it's not worth investing in. You won't be able to have the resources to get strong weapons, max the pilot, max the robot itself, get a good drone. You simply will not be able to get enough good use out of it to justify investing in a Dux. However, if you got lucky and want to give away for something like the Kaji, 100% worth investing in. Or if you have a Leo, it recently got buffed, and I will be doing a video on this at some point. It's an extremely strong support robot. Fantastic if you have friends that also play the game, or if you just think that your teammates aren't strong enough and they die too easy. This is still a strong robot as well, because you can have 3 medium weapons on it. I typically run the run 2 Scourges, or 2 ultimate Scourges, and then just a regular Scourge, just so it looks nicer. For example, something like a Ravager is also worth investing in, simply because of the amount of weapon slots it has. Same with the Bagley or the Strix, 4 and 5 heavy slots respectively. Lots of weapon slots. Same with the Dagon. Dagon Dice Fast has a lot of light slots though. I would say anything with high weapon slots is worth investing in, but the Dux doesn't have high weapon slots. It has 2 medium, 1 light. It does have its built-in weapons and stuff, but it's just not worth justifying spending the resources on if you aren't willing to max it. And on that note, that's the end of the video. Thank you for watching. Have yourselves a good day.